Grand evening. Hi, my name is Leonard Munson, the Psychic Astrologer. My website is readingsbyleonardmunson.net. The weekly overview, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, from May the 29th to June the 5th, 2025. This is a collective reading, so take what you need and leave the rest. We're going to talk about your career and your employment. Taurus, your solar sun is in the second house. The second house is Taurus. It deals with work, finances, love, and possessions. Okay? And it complements the sun in Gemini. Okay, the ruling planet of Taurus is Venus, and Venus is in Aries. So Taurus is time for action in your career. Whatever changes you're going to make, now is the time to make the changes. The planets and everything is supporting you for these changes. Whether to stay, retire, to open up your own business, to look for another job, or ask for a raise. Now, there's some emotional attachments here that you're going to have to let go if you're going to change your career. I'll go back to school for updating your skills. So the emotional attachments, you have to let go. There's going to be some information released about your job and the work you do that you're not going to be satisfied with. And this is going to be the push that's going to get you to move forward in a new direction. Now we have Mercury in Gemini. So this new direction has something to do with technology. Communication, transportation, mechanical things, siblings, short distance travel, writing, publishing, and speaking. Also, this has something to do with secondary education, advertisement, research, and development. Energy-wise, Mars is in Leo. So you're going to have the vigor, the force, the drive, the passion to do what you need to do. And some of this career change might have to do with something with children, with self, arts and entertainment, and judges. Now, there will be opportunities for expansion, growth, abundance, blessings, new direction with Jupiter in Gemini. But you got to pick the right one. It's going to have the longevity and last a long time, Taurus. Saturn in Aries. No more talking about action has to be done in the old way that you were looking at your career and employment. That no longer exists. So that old attaché is being torn down. So you're building on a bigger and firmer foundation. So action, okay? Neptune in Aries, the illusion, the fantasy, the fear, the doubts, the head in the clouds, the deception, the lies, it's out. Okay? Pluto in Aquarius, this has been bothering you in quite a while. So it's time for change, because this change will bring a new freedom, independence to you, and new technology. Some of you have been in jobs and career that is not fulfilling you, so you want to get out. And it's creating a lot of chaos, and you don't want that there anymore. With the North Node in Pisces, these are the lessons you need to learn in this lifetime, Taurus, about career and employment. Living in Scorpio, it's time to end this emotional bondage that you put yourself in about your career and your goals. Chiron and Aries, stop being the victim. Be a survivor. Can add the scarcity mindset and be an abundant mindset. The next sign is Virgo. Virgo, your solar sun is in the 10th house. The 10th house, Virgo, is Capricorn, a fellow earth sign. The 10th house is the house of employment, prestige, moving up the ladder. Moving up the ladder. government, corporation, karma, lesson learned, father time, procrastination. Its ruling planet is Saturn. Saturn just moved into Aries. So that old foundation that's connected with your career and employment, it's over with. If you don't like what you're doing, you don't like the career that you're in, Virgo, it's time to leave. The Sun in Gemini deals with all forms of communication, technology, short distance traveling, brothers and sisters, transportation, publishing, writing, speaking, secondary education, research, investigation, advertisement. And Mercury's in Gemini too. So some of you indirectly or directly involved with some form of communication, Virgo, which is your ruling planet. There we have Venus in Aries. They will work. It's time to make a statement. It's time for action. No more thinking, Virgo, about this, overthinking, can't make a decision. Get out of here and make a decision. Now, Mars is the planet of your vigor, of course, to drive your passion. So you're more concerned about self now. What do you want in a career? What direction you want to go in a new direction in your career? Do you want to stay in that employment? You're going to ask for that raise? You want to go back to school to enhance your skills? Okay, Saturn and Aries, that old foundation of employment career has been torn down. So it's time for action. You wanted to change it. Neptune and Aries, the illusion, the fantasy, head in the cloud, rose-colored glasses, that's all over. Pluto and Aquarius retrograde, when a planet's retrograde is moving backwards, reviewing when it was going direct and making correct. So all of a sudden, this is going to happen, a change. North Node in Pisces, lesson to be learned this lifetime about career and employment. Living in Scorpio, death of that emotional overthinking, doubting yourself is over. And Chiron in Aries, death of being a victim and the scarcity of being a survivor and royalty. All right, the next sign is Capricorn. Capricorn, your solar sun is in the 6th house, which is Virgo, the house of work, service, and health. Get out of your head, Capricorn. You got to make a decision in your career. Stop doubting yourself. Stop overthinking. Get out of your head and make a decision. When you don't make a decision, Cap, you have already made a decision. Okay? And again, Mercury is the ruling planet of Gemini. So there's a form of some kind of communication, directly or indirectly, or technology that you use for your career. You want to know whether you want to stay in this employment or to move out. You're going to move out. You're going to find something more better and suitable for you. Now you got to get your emotions out of this decision to change in your career and employment. You got to move forward, okay? Venus in Aries, it's time for action in your work and career sector. No more putting it off. The opportunities with Jupiter and Gemini is going to open up for you for expansion, growth, abundance, blessings, wealth, karma, and the truth. Saturn in Aries. That old foundation of employment and career has been wiped away, and you've been thinking about it, and now it's time for you to make a decision. Uranus in Taurus, you're tired of the chaos and upheaval in this area, okay? You want freedom, independence. Neptune, Pisces, a head in the clouds, rose-colored glasses, confusion, illusion, fear, deception, lies, doubt, and not trusting your intuition. Pluto in Aquarius, whenever a planet is retrograde and it's moving backwards, reviewing when it was going direct, where you make a correction. So this has been bothering you about your career and employment, so you're making a correction so you don't feel that you are being stagnated and stuck. The North Node in Pisces, Capricorn, these are the lessons that you need to learn in this lifetime about love and romance. Living in Scorpio, endings, death and resurrection, rising from the ashes. Okay, Chiron in Aries. Stop being the victim and the wounded warrior. Be a survivor and have abundant mindsets, Capricorn. And stop doubting yourself and make a decision. Are you going to stay where